All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Kavita Mathew. I work as India Partnerships Consultant for GlobalGiving, and I am excited to use the next 10 minutes to introduce GlobalGiving to all of you, as well as share some insights we have gained over the years on fundraising and communication through working with nonprofits around the world. GlobalGiving was founded in 2002 by two World Bank executives. And this was a time when the word crowdfunding wasn't even coined yet. I'm also lucky that Alex, our current CEO, is here with us today. So thank you, Alex, for coming all the way from Washington, D.C. GlobalGiving is a public charity, but we are also tremendously lucky to be an agile digital technology platform. And I believe it is our tech-based solutions that allow us to be a small team that works with such a large group of nonprofits, donors, and companies around the world. And just to give you a little bit of perspective on the scale, we've been around for 17 years and have supported over 24,000 projects to raise over $415 million to date. And to talk about our work in India, we currently work with over 350 nonprofit partners spread across 21 states, and they together work on over 700 community-based projects. In fact, India is one of our biggest community of nonprofit partners. And interestingly, one of the first ever projects to raise funds through GlobalGiving was a small initiative to raise $5,000 for building toilets for girls in a school in Coimbatore. This was back in 2002. Now, when you go onto our website, this is basically what you will see. It looks like a crowdfunding platform. So you have projects from around the world showcased on the homepage. So for an external visitor, it is a crowdfunding platform. But once you join our community as one of our nonprofit partners, you will see that we're way more than just a platform. And these are some real phrases and terms that our partners have used to describe us and their relationship with us. The reason why I wanted to highlight this was to give you context into the tools I'm going to talk about and let you know that those tools, the success of those tools is and was not only dependent on GlobalGiving's technological expertise, but also dependent on the feedback that we have received and continue to receive from our nonprofit partners. Great. So I'm going to use the next couple of minutes to talk about a real-life example of a nonprofit from 2015 till today with GlobalGiving. And I specifically chose a small community-based project which works in Tiruvannamalai in Tamil Nadu, run by an 82-year-old nonprofit leader, to showcase to you that you don't need to be young, tech-savvy, or urban to use technology for fundraising. So this is the funding growth for this particular organization from 2015 till today. And I want to explore with you the reasons for this upward trend. The number one reason is that the nonprofit leader is a strong, persistent fundraiser and also pretty well connected, so no denying that. But what I want to highlight is how he has leveraged GlobalGiving's technology to really upgrade his fundraising. Like all other organizations that need to join GlobalGiving, you have to go through, his organization, that's Leslie's organization, also went through this onboarding program back in 2015. And today this program is called the Accelerator, the GlobalGiving Accelerator. The Accelerator has three main components. One is training on crowdfunding. Second is training on tech-based tools for fundraising. And the third is an actual crowdfunding campaign. And during this campaign, you put into practice all the theory that you've learned through the training. We have over 600 projects from around the world participating in every accelerator. And I must say, Indian organizations always turn out to be the best fundraisers. And the best part about this program is that you get to interact with peers from around the world and learn and share from each other. And we use external platforms like Facebook for building that community. Now, once you join this program, you get access to a backend dashboard, which looks something like this. And this dashboard gives you access to all your global giving fundraising related information. Now, this backend system also allows you to create a compelling project page for yourself. Now, you can see that Leslie's project has actually followed all the best practices for creating a good project page. And we found through research that a donor spends as less as 4.2 seconds per page before moving on to the next one. So that's how much time you have to grab their attention. So you can see Leslie's project has a clear and really beautiful image that describes his program, a crisp title, jargon-free description, and some donation options that donors can look at as reference when they're making a donation. Now, he puts in all this information into the backend system, and our system creates the beautiful front-end project page. Now, I want to stop here to ask you all a question. What do you think is the top reason why people don't give? Anybody? Yeah. You can scream it out. Not their priority, okay. Trust, okay. It's actually because they've not been asked. And I've read this in multiple places, and also through our experience, we've seen that it's because they've just not been asked. So organizations like Leslie's wanted a way to reach out to donors and a large database of donors. So we created a tool called the Project Appeal Tool. Now, this tool is only 3 years old and has already gone through a lot of upgradation and iterations based on feedback. And today, we allow unlimited sends by our project leaders and personalization as well as segmentation. And you can see on the screen what kind of segments they can choose from. Next question. What do you think is the top reason why donors don't give again? Any guesses? Trust, okay. You haven't been in touch, okay. Updates, okay. Because they don't feel appreciated. Updates also, but we'll get to that. So Leslie, through our trainings, realized that if he doesn't thank his donors, he's probably going to lose them. But he also has 1,000+ donors. He wants to thank them soon and early, but he also wants to personalize his thank you notes. So how does he do that? For this reason, we created the Thank You Notes tool. The Thank You Notes tool, we have a standard template that any nonprofit can use, but you can also pre-create your own templates. And you can see here, Leslie has created a really personal thank you note for his donor. And at the same time, he's created so many different templates. You can see on the other side. He can then just come in, pick and choose which template he wants based on the donor. I'm also excited to share this screenshot from a prototype we're working on for the Thank You Note tool. And this prototype will actually allow you to decide in advance what template needs to be used for what type of donor. So you pre-select that, and you tell us when you want the thank you note to be sent out. So you don't even need to log in to click a button. It automatically does it for you. And we are hoping this innovation will save a lot of time and energy in the relationship building exercise for our nonprofit partners. So this is still in prototype. We're testing it with our nonprofit partners at the moment. Next question. I think some of you answered this already. What is the top reason why donors don't become repeat donors? Maybe like after a year. Somebody said updates. It's because they just forget who they gave to. They have so many other things happening in their lives. And it's primarily because we as nonprofits sometimes forget to update them on the progress through the year. On Global Giving, we require all our nonprofit partners to send a quarterly narrative report. And here you can see Leslie again has taken so much time to personalize his report, and our system allows him to just send it out to 1,000+ donors with the click of a button. So I had to not go into the depths of each of these things because I only had 10 minutes. But if you guys are interested in learning more about Global Giving, you can go on to our website. And before that, I wanted to leave a few notes here and some things for you to think about before you decide that online fundraising or crowdfunding is the path you want to take. First question you have to ask yourself is, do you have internet connectivity? Basic question, but important one. Do you already have some donors who can give online, who have the ability to make online transactions? Do you have the time to invest in this learning experience? Because it's going to be a new experience for you. Are you or anyone in your organization comfortable in communicating in English? And if you're looking at working with an international entity like Global Giving, then of course, do you have an FCRA permission? So some questions for you to think about. And at the same time, I want to share this open resource called the Learn Library, which you can access directly from our website. It has tools and tips for nonprofits, donors, as well as for companies, so do take some time to look at it. You might gain a lot more insights through that. And at the end, I want to just say that we are constantly talking about a lot of tech-based solutions, which are cool, but at the end of the day, it is the work being done by our nonprofit partners on the ground and the feedback we receive from leaders behind these nonprofits that make Global Giving and all our platforms what it is today. So do continue to give us feedback on the technology we create to make your lives better. Thank you.